What up, YouTube? It's your favorite bean eating, fresh off the banana boat riding mofo. Big Lou stepping back in with what it do with Big Lou NFZR2. No flies on Ricketts too, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the usual spiel. This is the first time you're coming to this channel at What It Do with Big Lou NFZR2. It'd be highly appreciated if you sub, like, and share the channel with your family, folks, gente, camaradas, comrades, peoples, folks, your buddy, your pals, your associates, your socios, your amigos, your amicos, any of that, right? Be sure to share the channel. Just chilling. What's cracking lacking, player? So anyways, I'll give it a few seconds. As you can see, just chilling. I know you're from LA. I know you're a Lakers fan, right? So this is going to be my first basketball profile that I'm doing tonight on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, formerly known as Lou Alcindor, Irvin Magic Johnson, and Big Game James Worthy. I believe all three guys were first round draft, first pick overall of their draft. So Worthy came out in 82. Worthy was first picked in 82 from North Carolina. He was a Tar Heel. He was on the team with Michael Jordan, with Sam Perkins. I think Brad Daugherty might have been there 1 year. And keep in mind, James Worthy was James Worthy was the #1 player on the Tar Heels on North Carolina. Nobody ever thought that Jordan was going to do that, what he did. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson came out in 1979 or 1980 from Michigan State University, the Spartans. And they beat Larry Bird and Indiana State or was it North Carolina State? About one of those. He beat Bird in the finals, the NCAA college. And then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came out in 1969-1970 season, first pick overall out of UCLA, right? Who I have Kareem as being the GOAT, the greatest basketball player ever. He's 18 or 19-time All-Star. I think only his last season he didn't make the All-Star team, which was 89. These guys on the Laker team back in the 80s when I was a little kid, they were called ShowTime Lakers. Magic Johnson running the point. You had other players on the team as well, such as at different times, but during his 5 championships, Magic Johnson got 5 rings. Kareem's got 6 rings. Kareem got 1 also in Milwaukee in his rookie season, or second season. He got 1 in Milwaukee. But you had Kareem, you had Magic, you had James Worthy, you had Byron Scott, you had Michael Cooper, you had Kurt Rambis, you had Michael Thompson, which is Clay's dad. You had AC Green, you had Bob McAdoo, you had Jamal Wilkes, Norm Nixon, I think, was there too for a little short time. Eldon Campbell, Vlade Divac. By that time, they went to their last finals against the Bulls in '91. Which Orlando Woolridge was there, and so was Sam Perkins by that time. But these guys battled it out with the Celtics. And they lost 1 year to the Philadelphia 76ers against Dr. J, Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks. That was 83. But Magic won, like I said, 5 titles. Kareem's got 6 MVPs, and then James Worthy has 3. I believe James Worthy won 3. Um, so they used to play in the Forum, the LA Forum. Now they play in the Staples Center. Let's see. They got 18 championships. Wow. The first one they won was 1948, but we're keeping track from 1980, 82, 85, 87, 88. So James Worthy won in 85, 87, and 88. He's got 3, right? And then 1980 and 1982 was the 2 extra ones that Magic got and Kareem got. But then Kareem got, like I said, he got that one in with the Bucks before he went to the Lakers. And in conference titles, they got 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, and 91. So that's 9 conference titles. 9 conference titles for those guys. That's starting from 1980. So that's 9 conference titles for Magic and Kareem. 7 for James Worthy. And then division titles, which would be the Pacific West Division, Pacific. They got 80, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So that's 10. They got 10 division titles. And of course, all their numbers are retired. Number 32, number 42, and number 33. Right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you an overall thing of, you know, what they won and all that. And then I'll break it down a little bit of their stats. Right? So some people don't know this, but Kareem got injured in one of the finals games, and Magic Johnson played center. One of the games, I should say, not the whole finals, but one of the games, he scored like 42 points, 15 rebounds, and he was a rookie. You know what I mean? So Pat Riley became coach in '81. With the addition of James Worthy through '82 draft, established the Lakers as an NBA powerhouse throughout the '80s. The team was nicknamed Showtime Lakers. Right? I already mentioned that, due to its fast break transition. So people used to, well, the game's changed now, but people said how the Warriors are, you know, how the Lakers were a fast break team back then. You know, pushing the pace all the time. You know, it's kind of like the Warriors, what the Warriors became, but they just did it on steroids. You know what I mean? Basically, due to its fast break transition offense facilitated by Magic Johnson, the franchise won 5 championships in 9-year span, including winning 2 out of 3 marquee final matchups against the Celtics. The Lakers were defeated by Boston arch rivals in the '84 finals, but triumphed over the Celtics in '85 and '87. And this was the matchup. Like I said, in college, it was Bird against Johnson, and then when they got to the NBA, it was still Bird against Johnson. It's kind of like how it was with Olajuwon and Ewing too, kind of. After Riley departed and Jabbar retired, Johnson and Worthy all retired. The Lakers struggled in the early '90s. Okay, we ain't got to go there with that, because this is pretty much about the '80s, right? And the Lakers, man, the Lakers have, just so everybody's on board when they watch this later on, the Lakers had Jerry West, right? So I don't know if you guys know, but the NBA, that guy right there, the NBA logo, that's Jerry West. He's a legendary Laker. I don't know if people don't know that, but that's Jerry West. We also had Elgin Baylor back in the day. And then you had Wilt Chamberlain, you know, then of course, like, you know, we had, y'all had Kareem, Magic, James Worthy, Michael Cooper, all those other guys that I named earlier. Bob McAdoo came on over. He was later in his career, but he still had some good seasons. And Jamal Wilkes. Not to mention, Shaq and first Lottie, then Shaq, then Kobe. You know, Kobe and Shaq Shaq signed with the Lakers the same year Kobe was drafted, 96. So in the 79 draft, like I mentioned, Lakers selected 6'9" point guard Magic Johnson from Michigan State with the first overall pick. So like I said, all these guys were first overall pick, very first guy drafted in that year's draft. It took Johnson's teammates time to acclimate themselves to his passing ability, as his no-look passes often caught them unaware. Once they adjusted, his passing became a key part of the Lakers' offense. The Lakers won 60 games in Johnson's rookie season, defeated the 76ers in 6 games in the NBA Finals. Johnson won the Finals MVP after starting at center for the injured Abdul Jabbar in Game 6, tallying 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. That's a hell of a game. And a rookie playing a position, you're a point guard, and they got you playing center. In today's game, it's not the same, because today's game, you could be 6'6" and be a center. Because everybody's shooting. The team fell off in 80-81, though, as the Lakers lost Johnson for most of the season due to a knee injury. The team turned in a 54-28 record, finished second behind the Suns in the Pacific Division. The Rockets, led by Moses Malone, defeated Los Angeles in the first round of the playoffs. Early in 81-82, Johnson complained to the media about head coach Paul Westhead and demanded a trade. Westhead was fired shortly after Johnson's criticism, and although Lakers owner Jerry Buss stated that Johnson's comments did not factor into the decision, Johnson was vilified by the national media and booed both on the road and at home. Buss promoted assistant coach Pat Riley to co-head coach with Jerry West. Although West considered himself Riley's assistant, on November 19th, the team won 17 of its next 20 games. Nicknamed ShowTime during the team's new Johnson-led fast break offense, the Lakers won the Pacific Division title and swept both the Suns and Spurs in the 82 playoffs. Los Angeles stretched its postseason winning streak to 9 games by taking the first contest of the NBA Finals from the Sixers. The team won the Finals 4-2 to finish a 12-2 playoff run. On draft night in 82, the Lakers had the first overall pick, the result of a trade with Cleveland midway through the 79-80 season, when the Lakers had sent Don Ford and a 1980 first-round pick to the Cavs for Butch Lee and their 82 selection. Butch Lee, I believe that's Puerto Rican Butch Lee, I believe it is. They selected James Worthy from North Carolina. The Lakers won the division at 54-24, but Worthy suffered a leg injury in the last week of the season and missed the rest of the season. Nevertheless, they advanced to play Philly in the 83 NBA Finals after defeating Portland and San Antonio. The Sixers, however, won the series and the championship in 4 games. They swept the Lakers. Wow. After the season, West replaced Sharman as the team's GM. In 83-84, Lakers went 54-28 and played Boston in the finals for the first time since 69. The Lakers won 2 of the first 3 games. However, McHale, hard clothesline foul Lakers forward Rambis on a fast break, is credited as a turning point of the series. Boston won 3 of the next 4 to win the title, and the Lakers record to 0-8 in finals against the Celtics. Wow. Timo DeVille, using the past year's finals defeat as motivation, the team won the Pacific Division for the 4th straight year and just lost 2 games in the Western Conference playoffs. In the NBA Finals, the Celtics were again the Lakers' final hurdle. Lakers lost Game 1 of the NBA Finals by a score of 148-114 in what is remembered as a Memorial Day massacre. The Lakers, behind 38-year-old Finals MVP Jabbar, recovered to defeat the Celtics in 6 games. The team won the title in Boston Garden, becoming the only visiting team to ever win an NBA title on that court. That we be those Lakers. Finally, we talking about a good team that be those Lakers. Yeah. This was a good team back then. I don't dig whatever. In 85-86, the Lakers started 24-3 and went on to win 62 games in their 5th straight division title. The Rockets, however, defeated the Lakers in 5 games in the Western Conference. So this one they had the Twin Towers, Ralph Sampson and Olajuwon, and they went on to lose to the Celtics in the finals. Prior to the 86-87 season, the Lakers moved AC Green into the starting lineup and acquired Michael Thompson from the Spurs. Johnson won his first career MVP award while leading the Lakers to a 65-17 record, and Michael Cooper was named NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Before the season, Riley had made the decision to shift the focus of the offense to Johnson over the 40-year-old Jabbar. The Lakers advanced to the NBA Finals by sweeping the Nuggets, defeating the Warriors in 5 games, and sweeping the Supersonics in the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers defeated Boston in the first 2 games of the finals, and the team split the next 4 games, giving LA their second championship in 3 years. The series was highlighted by Johnson's running baby hook shot to win Game 4 at Boston Garden with 2 seconds remaining. Johnson was named the NBA Finals MVP, in addition to regular season MVP. At the Lakers championship celebration in LA, Coach Riley rashly declared that LA would repeat as NBA champions, which no team had done since 68-69 Boston Celtics. Looking to make good on Riley's promise, 87-88, the Lakers took their 7th consecutive Pacific Division title with the 62-20 record. They swept the Spurs in the first round of the Western Conference Finals before pulling out a tough 7-game series with the Jazz, led by youngsters Karl Malone, John Stockton. A 7-game Western Conference Finals win over the Dallas Mavericks propelled the Lakers to the NBA Finals once again. In their 7th trip to the finals in 9 years, they met the Detroit Pistons. LA would take the series in 7 games, and James Worthy's Game 7 triple-double earned him a Finals MVP. The win marked their 5th title in 9 years, but would also mark their last title until 2000. In the 88-89 season, LA won 57 games in their 8th consecutive Pacific Division crown. They swept through the playoffs, defeating Portland, Seattle, and Phoenix. In the 8th trip to the NBA Finals in 10 years, they once again faced the Detroit Pistons. Hammered by injuries of Byron Scott and Magic Johnson, the Lakers were swept by Detroit. Following the 89 season on June 28, 1989, after 20 professional seasons, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar announced his retirement. The Lakers still cruised through the Pacific Division, winning their 9th consecutive division crown with a 63-19 record. However, after beating the Rockets in the first round, they lost 4 games to 1 in the second round in the playoffs to the Suns. Riley announced he was stepping down after the season, citing burnout, and was replaced by Mike Dunleavy. Riley's departure received a mixed reaction from the players. They respected his contributions, but some, such as Worthy and Scott, had grown tired of his intense practices and felt he tried to take too much credit for his team's success. Following the season, 1989 Defensive Player of the Year winner Michael Cooper decided to play in Europe and was waived by his request. So that's the 80s, right? That's the 80s Lakers, right? I hated the Boston Celtics back then. The ugliest team to ever play basketball. Kurt Rambis never gets his due. No, he don't. Kurt Rambis never does. AC Green either. I don't think AC Green. Michael Thompson did his thing. Bob McAdoo. Norm Nixon was there a little bit. Jamal Wilkes, he came over from the Warriors. Yeah, I don't think they do. They don't. So let's go. I remember that too when he clotheslined him. That was some shit. Kevin McHale clotheslined him. That was some way out shit. You kidding me? Nowadays that shit wouldn't fly. That shit would not fly nowadays. Everybody in their mama's live right now. I know Weeby is. So here we go. I'm going to give you a little background. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was born Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr., right? Everybody used to call him Lou Alcindor. He's born April 16, 1947. Well, he played 20 seasons. He was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks, and then later he played for the Lakers. During his career as a center, Jabbar was a record 6-time NBA MVP, a record 19-time NBA All-Star, and a 15-time All-NBA team member, an 11-time NBA All-Defensive team member. He was a member of 6 NBA championship teams as a player and 2 more as assistant coach, and was twice voted NBA Finals MVP. I didn't know he had 2 rings as a coach, assistant coach. He was named to the NBA anniversary 35th team, 50th team, and 75th team. Widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. He was called the greatest basketball player of all time by Pat Riley, Isaiah Thomas, and Dr. J. And I call him, he's my GOAT. So he's born in New York City, New York. He's 7'2". He went to Power Memorial High School. They were a very dominant high school, all the way up until like the dominant, that team. He went to UCLA from 1966 to 1969. He was drafted in 1969 by the Milwaukee Bucks with the first pick overall of the 69 draft. He played from 1969 to 1989. As we know, he was a center at 7'2", and he wore number 33. Easily, I think he has one of the greatest offensive moves ever with the sky hook. I think Hakeem Olajuwon's dream shake is up there. I think Michael Jordan's fadeaway is up there along with Kobe. But definitely one of the most dominant offensive players to ever see the NBA ever seen. So he played from 69 to 75 with the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks, and then he was with the Lakers from 75 to 89. And in 2000, he was a Clippers assistant. I didn't even know that. And then 2002, he Oklahoma Storm, and then 05 to 2011, Lakers assistant. I didn't know that. So, like I mentioned, 6-time NBA champion, 71, 80, 82, 85, 87, 88. So he won all those with the Lakers except for the 1971. So he won with the Lakers in 80, 82, 85, 87, and 88. 2-time NBA Finals MVP, 1971, 1985. 6-time NBA regular season MVP, 71, 72, 74, 76, 77, and 80. So all those valuable players are with, let me take that back. 3 are with the Bucks and 3 are with the Lakers. 19-time NBA All-Star from 1970 to 1977, and then 1979 to 1989. So I was wrong. I said I think he made the All-Star team every year except for his last year. No, he did make it his last year. He didn't make it in 1978. He might have been injured. He's a 10-time All-NBA first team, 1971 through 1974, 1976, 1977, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1986. He's a 5-time All-NBA second team, 1970, 1978, 1979, 1983, 1985. 5-time All-NBA defensive team first, 74, 75, 1979 to 1981. I got something written down right here. I'm holding it up behind the phone. NBA Rookie of the Year, 1970. NBA All-Rookie First Team, 1970. 2-time NBA Scoring Champion, 1971, 1972. NBA Rebounding Champion, 1976. 4-time NBA Blocks Leader, 75, 76, 79, and 80. Like I mentioned, he was part of the All-NBA anniversary teams 3 times, 35th, 50th, and this year was the 75th. His numbers retired by both Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Lakers, number 33. And then he's a 3-time NCAA champion, 67, 68, 69. 3-time NCAA Final Four most outstanding player, 67, 68, 69. 3-time National College Player of the Year, 67, 68, 69. 3-time consensus first team All-American, 67, 68, 69. His number 33 is also retired by the UCLA Bruins. He's a 2-time Mr. Basketball USA, 1964, 1965. 3-time first team Parade All-American, 63, 64, 65. Presidential Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2016. Jesus, I couldn't even get it out right. And then he's still number 1. I think LeBron ain't broke it yet, but he's almost there. He's got 38,387 points. He's number one in scoring, but LeBron's going to break it if he don't get injured. And as long as everything's smooth for him, and his career average is 24.6 points a game. Rebounds, 17,440 rebounds for 11.2 rebounds per game average. And then he's got 5,660 assists, which is an average of 3.6, right? Let's see. I'm trying to think what. Yeah, so he came out in 75. So I was right on that. I was thinking UCLA versus Houston back in the day. I forgot the big man the Houston team had. You're talking back when he played? You're talking about when Kareem played 67 or 66, 67, 68, 69. Kareem played for UCLA. You forgot the big man's name? Or are you talking about later on at UCLA? Bill Walton, or I don't know what big man you're talking about from. I guess you're talking about from UCLA, right? Kareem played. So when Kareem played, I don't know. I would have to look that up. Okay, so here we go with Magic Johnson, right? He's born Irvin Johnson Jr. on August 14, 1959, right? AKA everybody started knowing him by Magic, right? He's born in Lansing, Michigan. He's 6'9", 220, right? His high school is Everett High School in Michigan. He went to Michigan State, 77, 78, 79. Again, 1979, he's another first pick overall. His playing career was 79 through 91, 1996, and then 1999, 2000. Point guard, number 32. So he played from the Lakers from 79 to 91, and then in 96. And then 99 and 2000, he played for Magic M7 Boras, whatever the hell that is. And then Magic Great Danes in 2000. And he was a coach in 94. Five-time NBA champion, 80, 82, 85, 87, 88. Three-time NBA Finals MVP, 80, 82, 87. Three-time NBA regular season MVP, 87, 89, 90. 12-time NBA All-Star, 1980, and then 1982 through 1992. 9-time All-NBA first team, 1983 through 1991. All-NBA second team, 1982. NBA All-Rookie team, 1980. Four-time NBA assist leader, 83, 84, 86, 87. Two-time NBA steals leader, 81 and 82. IBM Award in 84. NBA Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019. NBA Anniversary Team 50th and 75th. His number 32s were retired by the Lakers. He's the NCAA champion in 79. NCAA Final Four Outstanding Player, 1979. Consensus First Team All-American, 79. Second Team All-American NABC, 1978. Third Team All-American AP UPI, 78. Two-time First Team All Big Ten, 78, 79. Retired his jersey 33 at Michigan State Spartans. First Team Parade All-American, 77. McDonald's All-American, 77. Mr. Basketball Michigan, 1977. He got 17,707 points with the average just under 20 a game. He's got 6,559 rebounds a game, overall for 7.2 rebounds a game. And then he's got 10,141 assists for 11.2 assists a game. And he's a Hall of Famer as well. No, I tripped out. Well, he retired. I think, he already had retired. I was going to say about James Worthy making the Dream Team, the 92 Dream Team, but he had retired the year before, I believe. All right. Played against Larry Bird's Indiana State. Yep, exactly. That's what I mentioned earlier. They already had a rivalry from college, and then when they got to the NBA, they battled each other 3 more times, kind of like Olajuwon Ewing, but they only faced each other once. But it was that same type of heat. You know what I'm saying? So James Ager Worthy. He's born February 27, 1961. right? Now he's a sports commentator, television host, analyst, and former professional basketball player. We know that. Nicknamed Big Game James, he played his entire professional career with the Lakers and the NBA. Worthy was a 7-time NBA All-Star who won 3 NBA championships and was voted the NBA Finals in '88. He was named both to the 50th and the 75th team. So he's born in Gastonia, North Carolina. He's 6'9", 225 pounds. He went to Ashbrook High School, North Carolina, University of North Carolina, Tar Heel, where he played with Jordan, Sam Perkins. I think Brad Doherty was there for a year, like I mentioned earlier. He played there from 79 to 82. He was the best player on the team. Michael Jordan wasn't, wasn't even thought of yet. I mean, he was there, but they didn't think he was going to blow up like he ended up doing. Also, James Worthy is also a number 1 pick overall, but in 82. So his playing careers from 82 to 94. Okay, I was wrong. I thought he retired in 91. Small forward, number 42, which his number is also retired by the Lakers. And from 82 to 94, like I mentioned with the Lakers, he's a 3-time NBA champion, 85, 87, 88, NBA Finals MVP, 1988, 7-time NBA All-Star, 1986 to 92, 2-time All-NBA third team, 90 and 91, NBA All-Rookie first team, 1983, NBA anniversary teams, like I mentioned, 50th and 75th. Like I mentioned, also his jersey retired by the Lakers. He's an NCAA champion, 1982, NCAA Final Four outstanding player, 1982, consensus first team All-American, 82, first team All-ACC, 82, second team All-ACC, 81, ACC Tournament MVP, 82. His number 52 is retired by the Tar Heels. He's a first team Parade All-American, 79, second team Parade All-American, 78, McDonald's All-American, 79. He had career points 16,320 for an average of 17.6 points per game. He had 4,708 rebounds for 5.1 a game, and he had 2,791 assists for 3 a game. That's your James Worthy was just a slick and smooth. Yeah, he was. James Worthy was smooth, man. He was like, he wasn't that quick, like that, that quick slashing type like a Dominique Wilkins or a, Jerome Kersey, or he was more like a, Bernard King, I guess you could say maybe. Well, you know what, Bernard King might have been different when he was younger. I remember Bernard King, later when he was playing with Washington and stuff like that. So Bernard King, before his injury, he might have been quicker like that. He was a scoring machine, but James Worthy kind of reminds me of maybe like, Chris Mullin. They get theirs, but they're not like fast and they don't jump high and they're not quick and explosive. But they definitely get theirs, you know what I'm saying? And what was that college you were saying? Houston? So, University of Houston. Basketball roster. Probably gonna come up now. Let me see. Are you talking about Ken Spain? Is that what you're talking about, Timo? Ken Spain? Ken Spain? University of Houston center back in 60. Okay, here we go. Oh, Elvin Hayes you're talking about. You're talking about Elvin Hayes. During the regular season, the Elvin Hayes fronted Cougars defeated Lou Alcindor-led UCLA Bruins on January 20th. Yeah, he was another NBA great. Elvin Hayes. What do you mean by Baylor? You mean the college? He had them long arms, Baylor. Oh, you're talking about Elgin Baylor. Yeah, you know what? People got mad at me because they were showing like they had a picture of Lakers greats, and this is right when LeBron signed with them. He didn't even play yet, not even a game. And they had Magic. They had it was Magic, Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, I think it was, and Shaq and Kobe, right? And I'm like, there's no way in hell you can put LeBron there over James Worthy. I go, you can't even put him there over Kurt Rambis. He didn't even play yet. You know what I'm saying? How do you put a guy that's in his 17th season or whatever he was at when he came in the league, 16th season with the, he signed with the Lakers in the 16th season. I think this is his 4th year there, right? I think the first year he signed, they didn't win, they didn't go nowhere. The second year they won the championship. Last year they didn't win, and now this year, right? I think I'm correct. How are you gonna put a guy like put him over James Worthy, who's a 3-time NBA champion? He has a Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? A guy that was a big part of the Showtime Lakers. And then even Michael Thompson. I think Michael Thompson only won 1 with them. I think he got 1 with Portland as well, or if not, he has 2 then with the Lakers. But even Kurt Rambis, I couldn't even put him up there over Kurt Rambis. I just can't. He ain't. What has he done? He got 1 title with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And then you know what? I know people are gonna. I don't think that season was cool. The bubble shit, because they couldn't see their peoples, and then somebody told me, well, the Laker players went through the same thing. Yeah, they did, but who knows how everybody handles it. That's what my point was to all that. I think they rushed the season. They rushed it. You know what I'm saying? They rushed the season. And they do, and I don't care what anybody says. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind on that. The NBA caters to LeBron James just like fucking NFL caters to fucking Tom Brady. And ain't nobody gonna change my mind about that. So I think that they signed Anthony Davis. They signed Anthony Davis. They rushed the season because they wanted LeBron. They want LeBron is the face of the NBA. Let's face it. It is what it is, and they want him to add to his legacy. Of course, on the winning side, because you can go to the finals, but if you lose, it really doesn't look good for you at all, right? Same reason why Elgin Baylor don't have a ring. He went 8 times, lost all 8 times. And then Jerry West finally won 1 out of 9. 9 times Jerry West went to the finals. He only won 1, and he's the logo. So I had the NBA. He's right there, Jerry West. Man, we got rid of a whole team for LeBron. Yeah, look at this year. They were like, they're scrounging to put a team together. They got so much money paid to him, so much money paid to Westbrook, who ain't worth the fuck. The dude's so ignorant. I mean, well, yeah, ignorant and hard-headed, where he don't even want to, I don't get it, Look at James Harden. Look what James Harden did. James Harden, he could have opted in for the big money like Westbrook did, right? But instead, he decides not to take the $41 million or whatever it was, the max, and he decided to re-sign. It's going to be the same amount of money, but it's going to be for more years. But it's going to loosen up, $7 million, $9 million that season, and they can get themselves PJ Tucker and then another person. So he did what he had to do to help the team try to, better their chances of winning a championship. You know what I mean? Westbrook, I can't stand dude. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They couldn't deal him off. And then what's going to end up happening is he's going to end up opting out when he can of his player option. And well, I don't know. I mean, I can see him doing it, but nobody's going to sign him for that. He's going to have to redo his contract, like for half of what he's getting paid, because he's not worth it. He breaks down. That's it. Like last year. Who you talking about? Westbrook or LeBron? Timo? Yeah, Westbrook's what is he getting? 41 million a season, I think it is, right? 45 million, 41 million is something. It's 40 something. But LeBron, yeah, that's the thing. He's getting older too. So, but he's gonna get that number. He's gonna pass Kareem though. That's for sure. Regular season points, because he passed Kareem for overall points, playoffs and regular season combined. He's passed him already, but not the regular season. But he's close. I think he's only. I'm not sure where he's at exactly, but he's close. But yeah, Westbrook's gonna move on, or if he stays there with the Lakers, I mean, they're gonna be looking to pay him something like probably 10, 15 million a season. He's gonna lose a lot of money next time his contract comes around. You know, maybe he knew that already. Maybe that's why he decided to opt in on the max. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know. But I know this. I know the Warriors got a good chance of doing really well again. We're deep at it, all positions. You know, we got the OGs, the four OGs actually. They got the four rings in the last 8 years. You know, obviously Steph, Draymond, Clay, and then Andre's there. Iggy's still there. You know, we know he's more just a really, really role player now because of the injuries and his age. But we got Poole, we got Baldwin, we got Moody, Kuminga, James Wiseman. And I know this sounds far-fetched, but James Wiseman, man, that dude reminds me on the low block, in the post, man. He reminds me of Hakeem Olajuwon a lot, man. He's quick on the turnaround spin on the low block. I know that sounds far-fetched because he really hasn't did much at all, you know, to be comparing him. I'm not really comparing him. I'm just saying I could see some of those moves that reminds me of. How about your boy Thompson? There is talk he might retire. Shit, I want him on my team. There's talk that Klay Thompson's going to retire. All right, already. This is a Lakers show. No, the Lakers show's over with. No, the Lakers show's over with. I'm about to shut this down because I got the next one is what the '84 draft produced. Jordan, Barkley, and Olajuwon coming on in 20 minutes. Some people say what you know, you hear the three different draft class. You hear '84, which produced Michael Jordan, produced Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Sam Perkins came out of there. And there was a few more guys. Let me see. I know those are the stars. Those are the superstars, but 1984 NBA draft. Let's see. Well, we know the big bust. There you go. I was just about to say, we know the big bust. Sammy Bowie was there. He was picked second. Let's see. So Olajuwon was first. Jordan was third. Barkley was fifth. Albert Robinson came out that year too. He was seventh. Oh, Otis Thorpe came out there. He was ninth. Kevin Willis came out. He was 11th. Those are some good, solid players. They had some good, solid years, all-star seasons. And also Oscar Schmidt came out, the 131st pick overall. He's probably one of the greatest Brazilian Olympic players ever. So Sam Perkins was picked for it. Melvin Turpin, I remember him. Jay Humphries, I remember him too with the Bucks. He came out 13th. Michael Cage came out 14th. Michael Cage had some good seasons where he was rebounding machine. Vern Fleming came out 18th. Tony Campbell came out 20th. So those are pretty much the names everybody knows there. Oh, Jerome Kersey came out 46. Yeah, so that's 84. But a lot of guys will ask, yeah, he was a bust. A lot of people will ask, 1996 NBA draft. So a lot of people will ask, who was the greatest draft? 84, 1996, which 96 had Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Ray Allen, Joe Goskis, Stephon Marbury, Jermaine O'Neal, Peja Stojakovic, Antoine Walker, Ben Wallace, undrafted though, Marcus Camby, Derek Fisher, Yeah, I know. Yeah, so here we go. Ray Allen was first. Camby was second. Sharif Abdul-Rahim was third. Stephon Marbury fourth. Ray Allen fifth. Antoine Walker sixth. Lorenz Wright seventh. He was the one that got killed by his old lady or somebody. Kerry Kittle's eighth. Samaki Walker ninth. Eric Dampier 10th. Todd Fuller 11th. Kobe Bryant 13th. Paige Stoyakovich 14th. Steve Nash 15th. Tony Delk 16th. Jermaine O'Neal 17th. John Wallace 18th. Walter McCarty 19th. Ilgauskas 20th. Derek Fisher 24th. That was 90. That was 96. 2003 NBA draft. The Warriors drafted Eric Dampier that year. And in 2003, who do we get instead of him? Well, a lot of teams could have had him though. So 2003 NBA draft was LeBron James first, Darko Milicic second, bust. He never even came out. Carmelo Anthony third, Chris Bosh fourth, Dwayne Wade fifth, Chris Kaman sixth, Kurt Heinrich seventh, TJ Ford eighth, Michael Sweetney ninth. Never even heard of these motherfuckers. Nick Collison 12th. David West 18th. David West was good. Leandro Barbosa 28th. Luke Walton 32nd. That's about it. But look at those first five guys though. First five guys picked was LeBron James, well, minus number 2. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony 3, Chris Bosh 4, Dwayne Wade 5. You got David West 18th. Those are some good guys right there. So I would have to say 96 was pretty solid, but I think it was 84 though. The only thing is John Stockton didn't get a ring, neither did Barkley. Michael got 6 and Hakeem got 2. But Hakeem, you also got Alvin Robinson. Hakeem and Michael Jordan for the longest were the only 2 guys to have a regular season MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP. And then Giannis just did it a couple years back. And then also to get a quadruple double, there's only been David Robinson, Nate Thurman, and Hakeem Olajuwon to do it at the center position. And you got Allen Robertson did it at the guard position, and he's from the 84 draft. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and tap on out, and I'm going to be tapping back in with the what you call it? The 84 draft, pick 1, 3, and 5, which is Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, and Charles Barkley. Them Warriors fans just love them some Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is my favorite player. You know what I mean? The reason why is because he's short. He don't, for his height, he's not supposed to be a power forward, but he dominated at that position. He was averaging 12, 13, 12, 11, 11, 12, 13 rebounds a season for a stretch. And he even finished his career averaging over 10 rebounds a game. And he's only listed at 6'6". They say he's really like 6'4.5", but he's listed at 6'6". So to be guarding guys 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot sometimes, he was a beast. And the reason why I liked him because I wasn't tall, but I was doing my thing on the court with rebounds and all that. You know what I mean? So thanks for stopping in. Just chilling. Thanks for stopping in. Timo, big shout out to you, bro, for staying with me this whole time. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you, engaging on questions and comments, period. And hopefully you'll come back and catch me on the next one. And if not, and you watch it later, I appreciate that too. That being said, Big Lou tapping on out.